Like here in Warsaw, I see everyone is going out. When you go to this, on the, for example, main street with the clubs in the Warsaw, Mazowiecka Street, you see the people from all nations. You can hear many languages. Everyone is partying together. I think if you take into account the Warsaw, the Warsaw clubbing and the party nightclubs, I think there's many foreigners in the city. So there are really, when you go to the club, you can say that it's multicultural clubbing because there are people from our nation, from all around the world, partying together. I don't know. I also know that people from other countries sometimes, for example, if they came here for Erasmus or for studying, they living in dormitories. Sometimes they like to party in their closed groups. Right?
Yeah.
But I think here you can really see that people are integrating. That people from Poland, from Asia, and from Spanish students, they're drinking together in the clubs and. Yeah, I think that multicultural clubbing in this city, in Warsaw, is on the... You can say we got this here.
Okay, malaaqa ayaa nala taagan iminka waxaan ka weydiin doonaa maadaama mawduucan uu ku saabsan yahay isdhaxgalka iyo multicultural clubka malaaq marka hore bal sidee u aragtaa maadaama aad ku sugan tahay wadankan Poland meelo badan waa tagtay marka isdhaxgalka dadka sidee u aragtaa wadanka
bismillaahir rahmaanir rahiim alxamdulillaah wa kafaa wa mahadsan tahay isdhaxgalka arrimaha aan u nimid isdhaxgalka ku saabsanay bulshada aad iyo aad ugu qanacsanahay dhowrka maalmood aan joogno maadaama aan ka imid wadanka Finland aan imid caasimadda Poland ee Warsaw waxaan nolol ka duwan aan arkay dadka Polish-ka waa dad iska furfuran oo sida Soomaalida camal sheeko badan oo qaylo badan oo maaragtay aad u furfuran marka waan maaragtay aadan ugu qanacsanahay
This kind of perceptive, like there are some Poles who are not so tolerant, and I kind of have a situation where I came from the club. I was having fun there, and there was somebody who was following me throughout the night, and he was checking me where I'm going, what I'm doing. So I took the bus, and he took the same bus, and when I was in the bus, he threw a bottle at me. He was drinking a beer. It hit me. I was angry. I asked the driver to stop the bus. He stopped the bus. He didn't open the door or anything. So the guy was just throwing punches and stuff. And that kind of negative situations where, but in my opinion, I don't think like it's something that you can judge on a whole country or a whole area. No, racism is everywhere. So I think you can go even to Africa or you can go somewhere and you'll find the same kind of people, you see. So I think it's a small population. I think it's people who are ignorant, people who haven't traveled the world or haven't been exposed too much to foreigners. And I don't blame them. Maybe somebody has his own reasons for they're doing what they're doing, even if it's not right. It's wrong though, it's not right, of course. And it really hurts though, it really hurts, and that's it.
Poland, I think still is, I think you should say monoculture. There are mainly Poles here, and 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was still communist, so it was pretty stiff. And mostly people partied at homes, and now all changes moved into clubs. I think the party life is much bigger now.
I mean, I'm not like, I never been, for example, in America or in Africa or in Asia, but I was traveling mostly around the Europe. And about drinking habits, what could I observe? Well, first of all, I think in Poland we are drinking like, you can compare our drinking habits for people from Ukraine, Russia. We really like vodka, we really like, you know, I think we like strong alcohols, and yeah, you can observe it here that people drinking mostly vodka shots before the party and then go to some club or whatever. But for example, what we can observe in Scandinavian countries, people are out there, they are not drinking a lot of vodka, they're drinking mostly beers, and in many cases till they are not 21, they are not drinking alcohol at all. So yeah, maybe they are partying in some more soft way than we do, than Russian and Polish people. And I know, for few weeks ago I was in Georgia, and well, first of all, I really love the wine there, and people they have the culture of drinking like when you go to the clubs, there are not so many clubs in their countries, for example, and it's really hard to find, for example, women in bars and in clubs in night, because I don't know, it's everywhere there are mostly men drinking, you know, and there's no a lot of dancing like in Polish clubs that people are going with drinks and dancing. I don't know, you know, guys who are talking with girls and stuff. So it's more traditional way, and of course you can divide the drinking habits. You know, not only because of the country when people came from, but for example, it can be connected with their you know the habits they have from their families, hometowns. Maybe it's kind of religion stuff, and but in South in West European countries, I think the drinking habits are pretty similar. Like people are drinking vodka, beer, wine, and then go to the clubs. Like in Spain, everyone is, what I observe, maybe when you were in Barcelona, for example, Mallorca, this is like party cities. So you can observe that young people are really drink hard, and the same here in Warsaw, because this is also as a capital, it's also multicultural city in Poland. And I don't know, but in Europe I think mostly drinking habits are the same in the most countries. Maybe some other habits can be on Balkans than in Spain or France or whatever. In England, they really, or Ireland and Scotland, they're drinking hard. So, yeah, I don't know what is the conclusion of my thoughts right now, but I can say that nowadays when I'm talking with people from other countries, where mostly students, they just drinking hard and they drink everything they can.
first we have to say that Poland is Slav country, right? In Slav country we prefer, well, in the past we preferred rather strong drinks like vodka or raki in Croatia or Serbia, right? And in German countries they prefer beer. In France they prefer wine or cider. The same like in Italy or in Spain. So because of the open borders, wine is much cheaper. First, it was a big problem to buy good cheap wine some 20 years ago during the communism. Now borders are open, so it's much simpler, right? So it changed habits. We don't drink so a lot of vodka or strong alcohols.